It's so amazing because I remember when I first did my first ever gig in Cardiff. It was at the International Arena back in the 90s, and it was huge, and I'll never forget got so much more love than I could have ever expected. And still to this day, you know, when we do things, it's like you just don't expect, what's the word, not you don't expect people to care, but you don't think that they will react the way they do, and it's really nice. And sometimes the audiences, because they grew with you, they're kind of older, and they but when we do gigs, sometimes because the ages are all different, so it could be from 3 to 93, and this is like that was always the dream. I love the Welsh names because, as I was saying before, Welsh and Irish are similar names. Like I love the way they're spelled, they're so unique. But because I said to Emily, choose, and I did go back to her with a Welsh name that I loved actually. I gave my wife the choice of that, and I just said, you choose, and she chose, and she chose it beauty.
Yeah.
When she came to me and said, do you like this name? I said, yeah, I love it. So I would have been happy with anything she would have chosen. Although I still can't call her that yet. I can't call her anything yet. So if it was left to me, we'd still have no name.
Why is that?
Because I just couldn't, you know, you have all these ideas of names, and then when you see the baby, then they're none of what you see. I've got a really funny story about Cardiff, but when I grew up in Australia, one of my best friends was called Cardiff, and I didn't know that it was a place. I just thought that was his name, and I called him, well, it was his name, and he was one of my best mates growing up. Then I came to England, and then we were driving to Wales, and we stopped at a place called Cardiff, and I went, they named that after my mate. Like, didn't realise it was a name, so there was always a connection with it just from that, because my best, you know, it's like, grew up with him in Australia, and all Cardiff, I must have said the name every single day. So to come here and be part of it, see the reaction that we get, love the Welsh people, but I also love Welsh lamb. I'm not gonna lie, Welsh lamb is pretty special. It's beautiful. I always thought New Zealand lamb was the top. I'm not saying Welsh is top, but I'm saying it's on par with New Zealand for me, which is great.